Well, hello, my beautiful Sagittarians. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your monthly reading for December 2023. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I will never ask for personal details. And I'll also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Sagittarians, this is your monthly reading for December. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect to an outcome. But firstly, I just want to say a huge happy birthday to all those wonderful Sagittarians out there who are having their birthday right now or have yet to come. And of course, all of those wonderful Saggies out there who've already had your birthday. I hope it is the most magical time and you recognize what a gift you truly are, okay? Now, I just want you to also be aware that this reading is a little bit late. You probably know that already. Unfortunately, on my way back from my folks' house, my car broke down and I was stranded for many, many hours. And I've just got back and everything is pretty much delayed, okay? So huge apologies regarding that, but I'm back in my usual space and I'm grateful to be here. Now, what can I tell you about December? Well, it snuck up on us. It was pretty quick coming round. I can't believe it's December already. It's flown by so quickly this year, but it has been a bit of a roller coaster year full of ups, downs, and plot twists for us all collectively. But it is a time to look back at our accomplishments and re-strategize any losses to learn from them and conquer them in 2024. Now, in terms of planetary alignments, December seems to be one of the calmest months of all. Now, as a Scorpio myself, I'm a little bit suspicious whenever planets are so quiet. It tends to mean hidden agendas will be revealed in 2024, both on a personal and a global scale. But I'm going to embrace this downtime as well as keep vigilant, of course. Now, we do have a couple of notable mini plot twists to end 2023 with Mercury, planet of communication, actioning its final retrograde of the year. Now, that occurs on the 13th of December. It will last until New Year's Day, and it's really a good time in the middle of December to, how can I put this? Find your calm space, okay? Find a moment where you can just breathe, because this is a period where you may encounter someone bringing up touchy subjects, or you might even be misconstrued, causing awkward moments. It's also a really good time to keep an eye on correspondence, emails, phone calls, and texts, etc., as electronic devices tend to get affected during a Mercury retrograde. So whether it's like a website crashing when you're about to pay for something, or the internet going down periodically, or getting locked out of your account even though you have the right password, there can be some delays in functions or important messages going to spam folders or even not sending at all. Even hard copy mail or deliveries can get lost or damaged during a Mercury retrograde, so it can be really a time where it tests your patience, if you know what I mean. So, as always, it's a great time to get into the routine of saving down monthly statements from any establishment where you house your finances, just in case these areas are affected too, because we will see many more gremlins in the economic system as we move through 2024. So it's a great habit to pick up during this Mercury retrograde, as you will return to it time and time again and use this energy to your advantage. Now, Mercury retrogrades, they're not all bad though. They actually give us an opportunity for second chances, okay? And that's in all areas of life. So if there's something that you want to revisit, the middle of December is actually the perfect time to do it. And you can take a step back and get a bird's eye view of your life in order to change things so that you can start living your best life or make changes that you'll be truly happy with. Now, you'll be pleased to hear that Mars has actually moved out of the sign of Scorpio and into your sign of Sagittarius. And that brings with it a huge boost of energy, better luck, and it prompts us to believe in ourselves, reinforcing one important truth. Anything is possible. So dream big, be bold, and strive forward towards your goals. Now, it's also a perfect end to the year in terms of its alignment because it helps us plan and focus on what we want to achieve in 2024. But at the same time, it lends a playful influence to let our hair down, enjoy ourselves, and get curious about new adventures. You may also find yourself looking at the grand getaway, a vacation in the sun for 2024. And if your budget does not allow it for right now, the visions that you're tapping into, the law of attraction will make those visions become a reality because this is the season where you're heavily connected to the law of attraction. Now, of course, Sagittarius season is heavily connected to Jupiter as well, planet of good luck and good fortune. So a sudden turn of events and luck will put you in a position to be able to afford any of those things that you've been dreaming of, but perhaps have found it difficult to afford or action. You will be able to make strides in the right direction. And of course, Mars, with every positive, there is a negative. So the opposite of that, of course, Mars is a bit of a warlord. So its move into your sign can see us all having heated debates, being brutally honest with those conversations that are hard to hear, and also pockets of sporadic crisis globally, okay? So I just want you to be aware of that. But ultimately, it's a perfect time to reconnect with your true self and to those that you care about. And it's about positively moving forward and, really taking stock of what you've achieved so far, being really proud of yourself, and then moving into the next steps to level up in 2024, of course. Now, let's see what's going on for you. I can see that you've been going through a bit of a difficult time. You've got the Three of Swords here. You've also got a Five of Cups. So some of you have been in a state of yearning or a lament, okay? I feel some of you have been struggling with some things that are pretty difficult. And I feel some of you, I see a lot of you here, you've got double cards. I mean, look at the synchronicities in your reading. You've got a High Priestess twice and you've got an Empress twice. So I definitely see that it's almost like I feel, my beautiful Sagittarians, you're leaving like an old version of yourself behind in 2023. And you're like, you know what, that person, I learned a lot and I have matured. But, that person, that part of me has come as far as it can. And I feel like you're maturing and moving into 2024 in a much more positive mindset. Also, I feel like you see that you are a gift. I feel like you're nurturing yourself, you're nourishing yourself, you're choosing healthier options for yourself as you move forward as well there. But let's get to the details. I mean, your first card there is the High Priestess. So a lot of you are having a bit of downtime, a bit of a pause to really think about the next steps. And I also see a lot of you being a little bit more spiritual. And whatever spiritual means for you, I feel more this energy of you just taking stock, really having a pause where you find silence, because this card can indicate some of you have been fluctuating. You feel a little bit in between worlds, like you have all this energy and this drive and this intention, and then suddenly you feel really drained, where perhaps either a person or a situation has been draining your energy, or you just feel that it's really hard to action whatever it is that you want to accomplish. And I definitely see that your energy levels will level out a little bit more as you move into 2024. So if you've been going through like a fluctuation of energy, or even if you notice that your hormonal levels have been fluctuating and things have been in just a bit of an imbalance, I definitely get a sense here that you're looking at, recalibrating yourself. Whether it's through food substances, vitamins, or whether it's just through circumstances, experiences to really set your soul on fire, reignite that passion and that lust for life. I definitely see that you're in contemplation mode. You're very cerebral. It's almost like you're taking like a bird's eye view of your life in the month of December, just to see where you need to make some changes, because some of you are really hurting. Okay, now this could be because you're working really hard and you're not having as much fun or spontaneity in your world. For some of you, it could be that you've been going through a bereavement, and I'm sending you a huge hug out there if you have lost someone recently. I'm sending you so much love. They're actually showing me a sign. Well, they're just giving me something in the water right now because I'm scrying in the water. They're just showing me 2 cherries, okay? 2 cherries together. So, I mean, that could be a sign or a symbol from someone that perhaps you've lost recently, and it's an indication that this person is with you, thinking about you, sending lots of love, and indicating that there is more prosperity headed in your direction. But also I'm getting this energy of inflammation. So some of you, I'll move on to that energy in a minute regarding inflammation, okay? What I'm getting here is that if you've been going through a bereavement or grief, you've lost somebody, okay? I definitely see, I just want to get this message correct before I move on. There's something about the window. There's something like on a window or a windowsill, okay? It's almost making me want to cry. I don't know what this is. I can't see anything on it, but there's something on or by the window, and that's where this person, like, is present, okay? So they're just showing me that. I wish they could give me something more. Maybe there's even, like, some sort of symbol of cherries or an ornament or something in and around that, or maybe you're going to see it from the window. So please take it as it resonates. I'm just being given that. I'm going to move on respectfully from that energy, but there's lots of love here and lots of protection and redirection, okay? And I get an energy here that things are going to be brighter in 2024, and you're going to move towards your goals and dreams, and you know, they just want you to be happy, okay? So that's the energy that I've got coming through with lots of love. So with respect, I'm going to move away from that energy now. They are giving me an energy of inflammation, as I was mentioning there. Now, I'm not a medical practitioner, so please look this up and I'll look it up myself, but they're giving me cherries as like for inflammation. So if some of you have been dealing with inflammation in some area of your body, some of you may be addressing it naturally, and maybe cherries are the way forward. I'm not really sure. I don't even think it's season for cherries, depending on where you are in the world, but they're just giving me that. So perhaps this is something you've been thinking about or looking into, or it's something you'll discover. And I'm just going to move away from that energy as well, because it almost like just came in and, you know, really forced the majority energy for me to address it before it's dissipating now. Okay. Now, disconnecting from all of that, we've got intuition. Okay, so a lot of you are developing your spiritual gifts this month, but I feel that you are really cautious. Okay, so there's an energy here, and I'm picking it up for pretty much every sign, where it's like December, it's like you are like winding down, but at the same time, there's this caution energy coming. It's almost like you being very present and very prepared for 2024. Okay, so some of you may be expecting more hardship or more struggles, and I feel like you are preparing yourself, and it's like you're, because I'm seeing a squirrel right now. So, you know, squirrels, they like, you know, pick up all those nuts and then they like hide them away, squirrel them away in order to, feed themselves, nourish themselves during difficult times, during hardships, during winter, right? So I definitely get a sense here that some of you are preparing yourself for something that you think is going to be difficult. And I see you're putting yourself in a really good position to do that. But also I'm getting an energy here that some of you have been neglecting your own needs, okay? So I feel, especially if you've been working really hard, I feel the month of December is really important for you to take some downtime, to pause and to really reflect on the things that have gone really well for you, because you're going to attract more of that. I mean, your outcome energy is excellent. It's so exciting, but it feels like the beginning of the month is going to be a little bit difficult for you. I don't like to give that message, but I have to give you the energy that I've got coming through here. Whatever you're going through, intuitively, you're going to navigate it perfectly, okay? I feel like you're in control, and I really get a sense here that you are having faith, okay? Having faith of the goodness that is to come, the prosperity, even though there is like a healthy dose of caution. And I'm also getting this energy because the High Priestess is mute. So a lot of you are learning something, or you're building knowledge or wisdom on something, and you may even be working on something that is going to be very prosperous or is currently very prosperous, and you're not telling anybody about it, okay? I feel this is a very positive way to move forward, because sometimes, you know, when we tell our goals and dreams to other people, whilst they don't wish you unwell, they are positive, sometimes they can get a little bit like negative, like jealous, or wish it was them, and it can change the vibration of the energy around your goal or dream. So I definitely see that keeping your goals to yourself, you will accomplish them a lot quicker. And I definitely see that there's something that you're keeping to yourself or you're working on in silence right now. And I definitely see that it's going to propel you forward. For some of you, if you're in a career, I definitely see you taking your career to the next level. You're going to get like some sort of raise, promotion, or bonus. But I also see that once that happens, it feels like you're wanting to leave, or you're wanting to move into the next stage. I mean, it could be that you're leaving one role in the same company to move into another role within the same company. But with this Fool card here and the Three of Wands along with the Chariot, I'm getting this sense of what else? What else is out there? What else could I conquer? What's more exciting? Can I move forward? Because I feel you're so over 2023, you really want to launch yourself into 2024. However, you don't really want to wish your life away trying to move time along. So I really get this sense that, you're waiting for something to change, and you are being that change, whatever that is. Now, I have to say the Three of Swords here, the main energy I'm getting from this is that someone may have said something to you that hurt, okay? Because swords are all about communication, they're of the mind, and I really want you to be aware. Although I'm getting a majority energy of someone may have said something to you that hurt you, I get a sense here that this person will try to give the olive branch, okay? In some way, this person will try to reach out and give the olive branch. But I feel that's not until the very end of December, maybe even into 2024, okay? Don't let it spoil your December, is what I'm seeing here. I feel like they do mean well when they give the olive branch, but I feel like their ego is kind of getting in the way of them voicing it. So that's coming through there as well. Also, I want you to be aware of your thoughts, okay? Because thoughts become things. And sometimes you're a little bit critical of yourself, my beautiful Sagittarians. These two cards together can indicate sometimes your mind, it's almost like when you're about to do something great, or when you're about to reach for something really exciting, it's like there's this caution. It's like, well, it could go wrong, or maybe it's not going to go the way I hoped for, okay? And I feel some of you may have been experiencing that, especially in the last couple of years. It just feels, and this message has been coming out in your reading consistently for like nearly 2 years, which is like some of you may feel like your wings have been clipped. And it just feels like you really want to get back to your sense of self. So I definitely see that the month of December is a month where you actually pamper yourself a little bit more, but it's more than that. It's not just like taking a bath or kicking back with a really good book. I get this sense of you really soul searching, trying to rediscover, who you used to be, but also really reconnect to the life that you used to have. But I really want you to be aware that it has changed in some way because you are mature, or you have grown, and that's spiritually, not in age. And I really get a sense here that you can also find more fun, curiosity, freedom, and excitement, but in a different way. And you're actually going to appreciate it more in the way that it evolves for you. And I definitely see December being a very fun month for you, but at the beginning of the month, I feel like there may be some thoughts where you're like, am I on the right path? What's my purpose? How can I change my life to live my best life? And I really feel like there's a bit of a wake-up call going on there for you at the beginning of the month. So you're going to be very cerebral there. Now, your first house is influencing you, of course, at the beginning of the month, and that's all about the self, identity. That's why you're showing up so strongly with the Empress energy. Now, male or female, not a gender-specific reading, it's about the energy. And, the Empress is someone who values herself, has strong boundaries and strong self-esteem. But I feel like it has taken you a long time to get to that place, and even then, sometimes you may have some, more negative thoughts that pop in occasionally, and it could be connected to a loss, okay, is what I'm seeing here. So there could be some moments of nostalgia, the time that you lost something or it didn't go your way, or, it could be like an ex, or it could be for some of you, as I said, there may be some bereavement that you're healing at this time. So take the time necessary to pause, reflect, but don't allow the energy to like suck the life out of you, because I feel this lament that's happening here. Now, this may not resonate with every beautiful Sagittarian out there, but it's definitely coming through. So if you were up for a promotion or a raise and you didn't get it, or you didn't get something that you wanted, there's a silver lining here, because I see that you're going to free yourself up from a very stale environment is what I see. And you are destined for more exciting things. And I definitely see that you may launch either your own business, or you may actually launch into a new role, or even a new way of life, because I feel like you're looking at 2024 like, what you got for me? I'm excited to move forward. However, I'm cautious, because I feel some of you are like, and when I say I'm cautious, I'm saying, you are feeling a bit hesitant because you're not sure how 2024 is going to be any different from 2023. But I feel it's definitely going to be different for you, okay? Now, I just want to clarify this Three of Swords for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? Some of you may have felt that someone betrayed you, or has not treated you well in some way, and you're just trying to find out why, or you're feeling a little bit miffed about it, okay? Again, I would say the answer will be revealed to you in time, okay? I feel like something hidden comes to light for you in the month of December, and I feel like you move on from it. It's not something that's like detrimental to you. It's not something that's going to weigh heavier on your mind, okay? So I definitely see you move away from it. Three of Swords, isn't it interesting? I'm even clarifying from a different deck, okay? And they're giving me the same cards, another High Priestess. So this can be of the mind. Sometimes I feel like you really need to look at shifting negative self-talk, whether that's about your body, your mind, your position, where you are on your journey right now. I mean, I'm not pointing a finger at you, my beautiful Sagittarians. We all have those moments. We're all human. We all have those moments where we think, oh, nothing's going right. Everything's like feeling like we're in mud, trying to move forward. And you may be feeling that right now. What I can see here is you free yourself up from that energy. It's almost like you're leaving bad luck or struggles behind in 2023, and you're moving into 2024 with this fresh new energy, and things head in the direction that you're hoping for. Also, some of you with the High Priestess there, this is an energy where, especially when it comes to finances, it's like you're like wanting to like stay very stationary right now. So some of you may not want to spend, or you're cautious about spending because you need to save for something. Or it could even be that this is a month where people tend to overspend, especially emotionally overspend. You may be trying to be a little bit more organized to make sure that you don't do that. But I also get this energy. And again, I don't know why it keeps coming out, but I have to give it because it's there. Some of you bottle things in, okay? So if you are going through something very difficult, I feel like you don't tend to share. You keep it all to yourself. And whilst, that's admirable, okay, and strong of you, I feel it's important, because it's like, I know it's such a cliche, but a problem shared is a problem halved. It just feels like you will release this energy, okay? So some of you have been struggling, and I feel the answers you seek will come to you in December. And I definitely see you're going to make some major changes. And some of you may be launching like a spiritual journey, or you may be launching a spiritual business in some way. I definitely get a sense here that you are bringing more fun and spontaneity as you move into the rest of December. But the beginning part, I got to be honest, it just feels like you are feeling a lament. Okay, I'm just going to put it like that, a lament. So it could be that you're thinking back on the year that you've just had and thought, you know what, I could have done that, or I wish that gone my way. But actually, you're being guided to celebrate your wins, because you're awesome. Okay, when you get the Empress energy in your protagonist energy, it means that you are beautiful, you're having a glow up, you're really blossoming. Yes, you've gone through some really difficult personal development and growth. We all have to go through that. And, to develop in terms of personal growth, it's not all unicorns and rainbows and like happy times. It's actually about sifting through the mud of life, sifting through the mud of our past, and coming up with the nugget of gold and say, well, this is it. Okay, so I feel a lot of you have been doing some major soul searching, and sometimes when we're very, very still, that's when everything is happening. It's blossoming. We don't question a seed. when we put it in the ground, we just know that the ground is going to nurture it and it's going to grow, and suddenly a shoot will happen and everything starts to blossom. Well, it's the same with the universe. You've planted the seed. You're already working on something. So whatever it is you've been working on, whether it's yourself, whether it's a job opportunity, whether it is your business, or whether it's friendships and love, I definitely get a sense that behind the scenes, the universe is orchestrating something really positive coming your way, okay? I definitely see some great news coming here for you, and it's almost like you're liberating yourself from something. And the Empress energy indicates that you're paying more attention to your body, mind, and soul, okay? And I feel like you're trying to change yourself in some way for the better. You don't need to be changed, my beautiful Sagittarians. You're awesome the way you are, and I'm not blowing smoke up here, you know what. That's just the energy that's coming out, especially since you've got an Empress card. But I feel sometimes you either doubt yourself or you're extra critical of yourself sometimes, and I feel one of the main energies that are coming out this month is that you are a gift, okay? And this is your month. This is your month to shine. So this card, it literally means abundance is coming towards you because you worked really hard for it, or you have been taking good care of yourself. You do sometimes neglect your own needs, but I feel this month it's all about you, and not in an egotistical way, okay? Now, as I said, that first house is influencing you, and that's about the self-identity. So some of you may even revamp your look or your wardrobe, or you will be looking at what makes you unique, what makes you stand out from the crowd. And of course, you'll be soul searching for your place in the world. And if you're unhappy with any aspect of your life, you're going to focus on setting those changes in motion for the better. And I definitely see that you're doing some soul searching, okay? And some of you may be asking questions as to why you've had things difficult recently. But sometimes, and again, it's not really an answer. I've been searching for this myself, and my guides really have just told me that in order to find true happiness, we have to find it from within, and we go through certain tests in life, and we pass those tests, and we learn, and we mature, and, it sort of breaks us open to more light, okay, to raise our vibrations. But, again, I've been through some horrific things in my time, and I'm so grateful that I'm in this position where I am right now. And would I change those horrific experiences I had in my past? Not really, because they taught me a lot about myself, about other people, about how they deal with things or hide things, or, it taught me a lot. So I have wisdom, and I feel like you have wisdom, and you're acknowledging that wisdom. And I didn't expect this reading to get so deep for December, but because your first house is influencing you, it gets like really deep, and it feels like you're going through those motions of thinking about your place in the world, who you are, what you truly want, and how to get to where you want to go, okay? Now, some of you, especially if you're maturing and you're looking for love, okay, I feel some of you have been hiding yourself away. Okay, that's the main energy I've got here. So I definitely see that you're releasing yourself. It's almost like 2023 was like hibernation mode, and 2024 for you is about liberation, getting out there, having fun, and being curious about what the world has to offer. And with this card in the resistance position, again, this is the Empress card, it's like you got it in the reverse. Some of you have been exhausted, you've been neglecting your own needs, and I feel there's this energy here of you looking at your resources, okay? Some of you may feel like you have limited resources at this time, but I definitely see a change happening here for you, because the Five of Cups, although that means something that is lost, it's in the resistance position. So you got it in the reverse, which means, something that was lost is now found. So if you lost out on an opportunity, it will be moving towards you in a different form. So you're being given something more. And for some of you, it's like hope returns, and you're moving on from past situations that hurt. Okay, I definitely see healing happening here as well. Recovery is the word that they're giving me. Now, some of you are going to be extra productive and creative this month. Some of you have been like on the go, really busy, pushed and pulled in many different directions, and you do need to take a bit of a pause, okay? And that pause is there to reflect. So I definitely see that some of you have perhaps not had a moment to really manifest or, really get clear in your mind about the next steps of life. You've just been doing. You've just been busy doing it, living in it. And I definitely get a sense here. What I'm seeing here is, as well, I have to pull a card on it. It's like something that you're doing that perhaps is off limits or secret, I feel like someone knows about it, okay? Because it feels like the secret has been revealed to someone, or someone has guessed it, okay? And the Five of Cups, I feel like this person is a little bit disappointed that you didn't really confide in them. And let me see. Yeah, you're independent, okay? They're also, I just get a little snippet of jealousy here, whoever this person is, okay? And it could be that you are like keeping yourself to yourself, or I mean, the Nine of Pentacles is you having a glow up. It's about you like squirreling money away. As you can see, there's 6 pentacles kept there and 3 given away. So I feel like, you know, perhaps this person has found out your secret, and because I get a sense here that they know something, or they feel that you're not telling them everything about it. I feel like you're not doing anything wrong. I just feel like you're keeping it to yourself because it's protective, okay? But it could be to do with money, or it could be to do with lifestyle. So for example, if you're in a career and you just got a bonus, you may not be telling everybody about the bonus that you got or how much you got, because you don't want to brag. So I feel it's this energy of you just going, okay, that's secret. Some things are just private, right? So I feel there's this energy of someone like trying to suss you out, and it could be a friend. So you know, just know that there is someone who may like do a bit of interrogation, like, you know, questions after questions, trying to suss you out in some way. That comes in the middle of the month. So I don't know what they're really trying to get at, but it's like, yeah, they're second guessing you in some way. So that's coming out there as well. Now, the Nine of Pentacles, especially since we've got these cards here, some of you are cautious about losing resources and you're trying to really save. The Nine of Pentacles indicates you'll be financially independent, okay? I feel like you're making some really great financial decisions and you will have enough. Even if you feel that things are a little bit tight right now, the Nine of Pentacles coming out there tells me that there will be more to replenish your financial situation. And some of you are actually going to either launch a new business, become an entrepreneur, and get a second stream of income that will help you financially there as well. You have a hidden talent is what I see, and it's something that perhaps you thought you'd never really turn into a business, or it's something that, you know, you feel like you've lost along the way. It's something you're really good at, and you know that you're good at it deep down if you're honest with yourself. And I feel it's something you'll pick up again in the month of December. And I feel it is a hidden talent, but I feel you will actually rise to the occasion and start to explore it a little bit more. And it is something that can turn to gold, is literally what I'm being given there. Now, I have to mention that the middle of the month, your 8th house is influencing you, and that can feel like a bit of a humdrum kind of house. It just feels like, you know what, it's just the same old day doing the same old thing. A lot of you are going to be focused on your joint finances, like mortgages, repayment plans, credit card debt, and this is the house of transforming your finances. That's why I'm mentioning it. And it's transforming your finances for the better. So it's about making sure that there is more money in your pocket for the long term rather than anybody else's. And it's also a great time to put any money-making ideas into practice. So if you have that idea, and you definitely have the talent, you're very gifted, sometimes you doubt your gifts or your skills. However, they are there and other people can see them. And I definitely see you can turn those skills into gold, okay? Whether that's an entrepreneurship, a second stream of income. If some of you, for example, make things and it's on Etsy, I feel like this month is actually going to be a very busy month for you. And I feel that will continue as you move into 2024 as well. Now, the High Priestess, some of you may be like holding back on launching something. You may be just like researching it at this time, or you're just getting everything in place before you launch it. I feel this is a really great month for you to do that. It seems like you want to launch it either at the end of the month or maybe into 2024. However, I feel whatever it is, it's going to be a very exciting journey indeed. And some of you are really pooling your resources to book a travel, a holiday, a vacation, and I feel like you're just waiting to get out there and travel and have fun. Now we do have that Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is something that's so important, especially since you've got the Three of Swords there. Something that you lost, you know, or you felt like you didn't make good on or you didn't accomplish, it seems like it comes back around in a different form. So if some of you have been going through a breakup, for example, or you went through a difficult breakup or heartbreak, I definitely see that you may find something out about that person that you broke up from, or perhaps you found something out regarding that person that you broke up from. I do feel like love is on the horizon for you, but it's not the person that you were with. I want you to be aware of that, okay? Because I definitely see that you're lamenting that, letting that go. And I feel the universe is sending you someone in 2024 who is very passionate, intense, someone who is reciprocal. Okay, someone where you don't have to make all the effort, someone who understands you on a deeper level. So if you are looking for love or have separated from somebody, I definitely get a sense that there is an option for love coming on in for you. And I feel that you may meet this person traveling, or they're traveling when they meet you. Okay, but ultimately, I mean, there could be a bit of a distance between you both at first, but I feel like it comes together and it's something really wonderful. Okay, the Five of Cups, it's like letting 3 cups go, but the universe is reminding you that actually you have 2 cups being made available to you. So I get a sense that there is a silver lining here for you. Things have been difficult. However, things are about to get infinitely better, okay? Now, this is your outcome energy, and I'm really excited about that. We've got new beginnings. So you're launching yourself into 2024, really excited and curious. This is about your inner child. This is about starting afresh, taking a chance, being bolder with 2024, and opening yourself up to new adventures. So I really feel it's quite exciting at the end of the month. Yes, you're going to be looking at your bills and, looking at your responsibilities, but I get a sense here that you launch yourself into 2024 feeling really happy. There's nostalgia here, you're building new memories, and I feel that some of you may even buy property or real estate, or you're searching for something and you find something, and 2024 may be the year that you purchase that or you move in some way. And I definitely get a sense that there is a new adventure opening up to you, okay? Now, also when you get the Fool card, this is about a risk take, okay? So some of you may be looking for a little bit more excitement in your world. I would say with the 3 of Wands there and your High Priestess twice, it's like, do your due diligence. If you're about to take a risk or you're about to do something you've never done before, make sure you do all the research and get all the information there before you take that leap of faith. But the leap of faith is there for a reason. And we've got the 3 of Wands, which is actually really exciting because it means many more opportunities are coming your way. You're aligning yourself with your heart's desire. That's why you need to let go of anything that's hurting you or anything that is holding you back. And that's whether it's your mindset, whether it's, an old wound from a previous experience, or whether it is, diet related or circumstance related. Anything toxic, I feel like you are letting it go. I just get this energy of purity or purifying in the month of December. And even though it is, the month of excess, tends to be the month of excess for people, I feel like you're doing the opposite. It just feels like you're keeping an eye on things and making sure that you respect yourself, body, mind, and soul. And with the Chariot card there, that indicates a lot of success. You're hitting your mark. I definitely see that you're making a difference in your world, and I feel like there's a triumph here. So at the end of the month, there is some indication that you're making progress. Your dedication and commitment is going to pay off, but also I feel like you're building in confidence. You're being very disciplined with yourself, and with the Chariot there, it also tells me that you're keeping a tight rein on your finances. With the 3 of Wands there, in terms of money, it also kind of indicates that you are, going to get financial returns and maybe even better than you expected. So if you're looking for a bonus or a raise, I definitely see that you're going to get a little bit more than you expected, and it's going to free you up. I definitely get this sense of freedom. Some of you may even launch that business and it frees you up financially as well. But as you can see here, the High Priestess has a ship. Okay, so it's about the journey, and it's about intuitively knowing when to action something. And as you can see there with that 3 of Wands, it's about getting that bird's eye view and waiting for the right moment to launch something. So I feel you're gearing up for some sort of change in your life that you are in control of. And I feel like you're just waiting for the right moment to action that. So whether that's to put your resume out there, get a new job opportunity, or whether it's to move. I definitely see that you are keeping an eye on things in the month of December, and the right moment will appear, and I feel there's so many exciting opportunities coming your way. Now, also that Chariot card, for some of you, not all of you, some of you are thinking about purchasing a car, okay? And I would say there's the energy that I've got coming through. There's a car that you may be interested in, but it's not the first car you'll purchase, okay? It just feels like you may go and look at that car and there's something about it that you're like, no. And I feel like you wait a little bit longer and you find the car of your dreams at a lower price, a better deal, okay? So I feel it's important to be a little bit cautious about the first car that you look at purchasing, okay? And not that there's anything negative with it, that it goes wrong or anything. I just feel like you're going to be able to financially get a better deal, okay? That's what I see there. So, of course, it's your money, it's your decision, but that's what I can see. So it's up to you, okay? If you gut instinct-wise think this is the car for me, absolutely get it. Because I just get this sense, though, that there will be an opportunity to purchase it, or the model of it, at a lower price, okay? Now, the Chariot card can also indicate some of you may be taking some travel at the end of the month. You may be vacationing or maybe going to see family, friends, of course. And for some of you, especially if you're a parent, okay, this can be a very difficult time, not just financially, but also in terms of bringing the magic, okay? It feels like a lot of responsibility. And whilst you absolutely love it, some of you, it may put a bit of a strain on you, okay? Relax. You know, your family, they love you no matter what, okay? But I just get a sense here, there may be a bit of pressure on here, and I feel like you're maybe trying to manage your stress levels. What I see here is, your family, they really appreciate you. Your children, they really appreciate you, no matter what you get them. Let's put it that way, if you are someone who buys gifts seasonally. Now, not everybody's going to be doing that, but I definitely get a sense here that some of you may be feeling that pressure, and I feel, whatever you give out, I feel it comes right back around. It will be replenished. So breathe. I definitely get a sense here that you will recoup those finances, and the pressure won't be so much. It's not as bad as you think, is what I see there too, okay? Now, let me just pull some final cards before I close your reading. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Sagittarians? Now, your reading's very interesting, okay, because your first house is governing you, so it seems to be all about you this month, okay? Don't get me wrong. I feel like there's going to be a really nice surprise happening for you. Something that you thought you lost out on comes back around, okay, but in a different form. So if you didn't get that raise, that promotion, it could come in a different form, like a different role becomes available, or suddenly a job opportunity lands in your emails and you're like, well, this is the one for me. There's a reason why something else got blocked, is what I'm seeing. And for some of you, you will return to something that you used to love doing, because I really get this sense that you are returning to a more enjoyable time. Okay, I really just feel that you are reestablishing a relationship with yourself and your sense of fun and playfulness and open-heartedness. And I feel that the world has got really serious and heavy on your shoulders recently. And I feel you're about to rediscover that fun that perhaps you used to have when you were a little bit younger. And I feel like the pressure is off a little bit more. It just feels like a breath of fresh air. Now, not much may be changing, but I feel there's just a different mindset and a different energy as you move into 2024. Now, I'm just clarifying there. So you got two major arcanas. So these are big deals. This can be, that you're a very strong person, but also you have struggled and you're overcoming those struggles, okay? This is you putting your health first. You're being kinder to yourself, but also you've endured a lot. Okay, and you need to give yourself credit for that. Also, the Hierophant, some of you may take up a class of learning, or you may be curious about new things and want to put yourself on new hobbies or just absorb new information, because it seems to be all about wisdom, information, and knowledge this month. So I definitely see that you're soaking things up. For those of you who are married, and if there's been a bit of a struggle or a little bit of pressure recently, I definitely see the pressure is off. And I see that some of you will either take a vacation or you think about moving. There's some changes there and it's quite exciting. It may be difficult to orchestrate at first, but it'll be very rewarding. And with the Hierophant present also, it really means about your expectations. And I feel you're being bold and making some daring moves in your life, these changes that you're making, and they will exceed your expectations, okay? Now, also the Hierophant can represent the establishment, or the rules and regulations that are already in play in the world at large. And some of you may be cautious because you see things changing. And with the Strength card, it indicates that you are in a really good position to weather any changes, and that you will go from strength to strength, okay? Look at that. So you got the High Priestess twice because you're embracing that witch within, developing your spiritual gifts. We got Foundation. Let me see. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Sagittarians? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them? So we have Witch Within. Okay, and it says here, connecting with your inner witch, amplifying your energy and manifestation rituals. So you're really connecting to that law of attraction that I mentioned was very available to you. You're actually going to have the strongest energy to tap into over most signs because, of course, this is Sagittarian season, and your thoughts become things. And that's why they want you to really look at your thoughts, and sometimes how we can all, not just you, my beautiful Sagittarians, we can sabotage our energy with our thoughts. Okay, so it's really important to look at those moments and catch yourself doing it, and then try and shift the energy so that you can make it work in your favor. Now we've also got Foundation. Focus on foundational skills, building a solid foundation and making lasting changes. And that's in all areas of your life. I feel like you're on solid ground. Sometimes it doesn't feel like that. For most of us, we feel like there's so many changes, we're rolling with the punches in life, and it's about riding that wave. But I feel like you're in a really good position to weather any changes, and I feel like you're creating a solid foundation for you and your family. And also we've got Dignity. Okay, so that's believing in yourself, standing in your truth, and, not compromising on your beliefs or your morals, but also being open-minded to accept others. We've got standing in your truth, loving yourself first, and not compromising. Wow, I literally said that. I didn't even read the card. So as you can see, the first house is really influencing you this month. So this month, it is all about you. And not in an egotistical or selfish way. It's about implementing those changes that will benefit you long term. It's about looking at your health. It's about maximizing your strength and your energy, and really stepping away from anything that drains your energy, or anything that, makes you feel low vibe, whether it's food substances, whether it's people, whether it's circumstances, or whether it's the things that you absorb when you watch TV or radio or, news or whatever. It's really about what you put into your body, because everything affects us all. I can watch something that's like a scary movie or something, and I absolutely love scary movies, right? I get with my friends and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to watch this. It's going to be so great. And we have fun. And then a couple of days later, I'm on my own in my apartment, and I'm like, what's that? What's that noise? And of course, I, channel and I convene with my guides and everything like that. But sometimes there'll be a noise and there is like a darker energy to it. And then I instantly go to that movie. It actually has an impact on my thoughts and on my energy. And my go-to is straight away that it is a negative energy. And that's based off the film. Even though when I really sit and start to meditate and feel the energy, I go, actually, it's not as negative as I'm imagining it to be, because that movie has planted thoughts and things. I'm not going to stop watching movies. However, I have to be aware of the impact of every single thing that I watch, absorb, or digest, because it changes us. We are all energy, and we are all absorbing things every time. So if you're on the subway, for example, I always, bring a tourmaline with me, a black tourmaline, and I keep it with me to protect me from all of the energies, because it's a lot sometimes. So I feel that's something that you're going to be looking at this month as well. Okay, so I'm just going to go get a trinket or a rune before we close. Okay, let's see what we got going on. We got a lot here. Okay, so we actually have a ship. Okay, so that's about the journey. So you're going to be looking at your journey and launching something, whatever this is that you're launching, whether it's a new you, or whether it is an opportunity, or whether it's an idea. It's definitely going to be very fruitful, and it's going to take you places. And some of you, it's plain old travel, wanting to get out there a little bit more. We've also got the cap and scroll there. So a lot of you will be thinking about either going back to college or getting a certification, or some of you may even be up for a test. and you're a little bit nervous or a little bit cautious, a little bit anxious, and I see that you're going to pass with flying colors, okay? So I feel like there's a win here, but ultimately it's about building knowledge, and that knowledge can be just about yourself. That's the most important. You know, knowledge of the self is the most important. We also have the camel. Interesting. As I said, I saw a squirrel earlier, but the camel is kind of similar. It's about, you know, having resources during difficult environments. So I definitely see that that's an important message there for you. And some of you may actually go and visit a country that, you know, has a lot of camels. We've also got the octopus there. Now, the octopus is an incredible sentient being and very intelligent. So I definitely see a lot of you are building on your intelligence, but also branching out in some way. And some of you may even go towards the sea there. We have a key, which means answers that you seek will come to you. It's the death card key, so that can indicate major changes, major portals opening up for change as well. It also means, you know, you're breaking old habits and you're opening a new chapter in your life. Now, we do have Hagal. Okay, that's a rune there, which is about limitations, upheavals, delays, and looking at the shadow self. So some of you are really looking at that this month in order to blossom, in order to thrive. And also it can indicate risks, okay? But it's like there will be a payoff, but you must research the risk before you take it. And also, finally, we have dice rune, and this is all about your destiny, okay? This is also a rune that connects to secrets and mystery, and I feel there is a friend, I've already mentioned this friend, who is like a little bit suspicious of maybe what you're keeping from them. They can just intuitively feel it, and they may like give you the third degree, as it were, on this, but I feel like you're sticking to your beliefs that whatever it is that you're working on right now, it should remain silent. It's not that you don't trust them. I feel like it's just you're in a protective mode until it's ready, okay? And I feel like your destiny will be appearing to you as very clear, and I definitely get an energy here as well of you initiating some sort of change and having unexpected results for the positive. Now, I also, there's this little energy that's coming in before I leave the reading. Some of you may actually hear a secret about a friend, and I feel there's this energy of you may understand why this person did it, but I feel unless they come with the olive branch, but I do get a sense that there's someone coming towards you with an olive branch, but it may not be until next year, the beginning of next year. I feel like you are standing in your power and with your self-worth. I feel like you're turning your back on that situation until that person comes towards you with the olive branch, which they will. Okay, but I feel like there could be a moment where that happens, so just watch out for that as well there, okay? So I'll leave it there, my beautiful Sagittarians. I hope something resonates in that reading. It was very complex and not the usual typical reading, but there you are. It is what it is. If something does resonate, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Sagittarians, and love and light.